On the screen right here, you have 4 different sketches in 4 different colors. Why? Well, each one represents a different kind of fruit color group. I tried placing them nicely together so this way it looks like one piece, not a bunch of separate pieces. So like on the top you have the orangey / yellow kinds of fruit along with the blue kinds of fruit to try and like give them their color opposites vibe, you feel me? And then on the bottom is the reds and then the greens, and I tried to make sure that they looked nice when they were put together color wise, because if the colors aren't put down correctly, the piece can actually look really weird. So I tried to keep that in mind when sketching it out. Okay, also sorry if it sounds like I'm speaking through a tin can. The mic stand broke, so now I have to hold the mic in my hand as I speak. And admittedly, it does not sound cute in the slightest. It's kind of saddening at this point. I just don't know what to do, so I guess we gotta order a new mic stand. Anyway, the first thing I did for the drawing was I erased it a little bit with a kneaded eraser, and I started from the bottom and then went up, which I should have done it the opposite way. I should have started at the top and then continued at the bottom, so this way my hand wouldn't keep bumping into the wet paint. Oh, I'm also using the Fabriano Mixed Media sketchbook in case you're wondering, because my usual sketchbook is the Copic sketchbook, but I don't want to use that for paint because I don't think the ink would hold well on that paper and it would just seep through, and it's not made for paint, so I'm not going to put a sketchbook through something that it can't handle and then potentially make the drawing look like poopy. No, I wanted the drawing to look nice, not poo-poo. No poo-poo today. Okay, so I made sure to pick the respective colors for that group. The only color the only color that seems to appear several times is green, because realistically these fruits will have a stem of green, and I didn't want to put it as more red because I felt like it would kind of get lost in the middle of everything, so I made sure to do that. For each respective color group, like here for the reds, I didn't just use red, I used pink, and I used like a peachish, fleshish? It's gonna be a hard day, I'm just gonna let y'all know that. This video gonna have a lot of mess ups, I'm sorry. Anyway, I use like a flesh tone and with a pink undertone to it to kind of give it that same vibe. So this way it's not just this big glob of like the same color in that one spot, you get me? Because then it wouldn't look appealing to the eye, and that's the whole point of me even doing the page like this, is so that it does look appealing to the eye, especially because my usual pages aren't like this. They're usually just one drawing on the page with the one character, because that's just what I like. I like how clean it looks. But this time I was like, let's not do that. Let's try and like put a piece together that actually looks like it's cute, you know, because like I usually don't do that, and I really wanted to try something different, and I think I succeeded actually in doing so. Once I filled in each area with their respective color, I then went in with a micron and I did the faces, because I didn't want to do them in the POSCA ink because I felt like the nib was too fat. I do have some skinnier nibs, but like for some reason those skinnier nibs give me a lot of trouble, and I was like, you know what, let's just go in with a micron to make my life easier. Now, admittedly, although POSCA pens are awesome and I really do enjoy using them, sometimes they're not opaque enough for the paper or for the canvas, so you have to go over the spot a good 2 or 3 times in order to get that color that you want. But the problem is, and I don't know if it was the paper or if it was the POSCA pens in general, the ink wouldn't lay on top of each other after a while if the layer was like too thick or something, because I don't know what was going on when I was drawing in, or when I was coloring in the guy in blue, or the blueberry / blue fruit guy. That's a lot of names for him. Blue. Anyway, for him, it was a little difficult because of the fact that it wasn't layering properly. I made it work in the end. It could have possibly been that I wasn't using a juicier POSCA marker. Instead, I was using one that was a little bit more on the dry side, so that could have been an issue as to why it was acting up with me. Now for the characters themselves, I tried to make the characters match the color along with the fruit, which is very difficult because in your head you associate sometimes color with a certain emotion or a certain kind of theme. Like blue is like usually something that's cool or calming, or like I would associate it with the way I thought about it was like the cool guy, so that's why I gave him like the glasses and then that kind of blazer-ish look going on, so he looks like a cool dude. The orange/yellow dude is honestly, I don't know what he is. He's just cute. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There was something about it that I was like, I really like the way this looks. The green guy kind of looks like fresh, because a lot of grapes and watermelons and stuff like that and kiwis kind of give me the fresh vibe. And then the strawberry red guy kind of gives me that soft vibe because I associate so much of strawberries and cherries and all that with that like soft pastel kind of vibe that's going around everywhere right now. So there's that. I just want to say how little knowledge of different fruits I really had in my brain space, because I had to look up a lot of these. I was like, yo, what are some blue fruits? I'm like, okay, I have blueberry, and then in my head I was like, yo, that's all I know. What else is in there? And then I put like a blue raspberry and then a plum. The same thing with like when it came to the green fruits, I was like, yo, bro, like I know watermelons and then possibly grapes, and I'm like, yo, this is actually funny how little I know about fruits. But it was fun to see how the different colors came together and how the page actually looks really nice in the end, and how I might do this more often. So this is the page as a whole, and I think it looks really cool from a distance. Zoomed up, you have the characters, and I think that they honestly do look nice next to each other with their color opposites. And yeah, thanks for watching, and remember, I love you. Bye.